Okay, Dragon Ball Daima episode 19 went off, and as per usual, we are here to dive down into it. I just want to give a great shout out to everybody that was at the stream last night for Dokkan. We broke 1,000 subs. We are well over the watch hours, and yeah, it was a great time. But with that being said, we are going to break down this episode. This is your spoiler warning because there will be spoilers, and yeah, I hope you guys are just as hyped about this episode as I am. So yeah, if you like the content, like the video, and if you love the content, maybe join the Unix fam today by hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, there's a lot to get into. Alright, that was your only spoiler warning. Now let's get into it. The episode starts with the Demon Realm Dragon granting the wish of Glorio. And like most people suspected, the ending word that Glorio used, like Chiropo or whatever, it was literally just something to do with children, because he reversed the wish to make the gang back into adults. So here's this shot of Goku kind of feeling the energy of not being a child flow into his veins, and then he becomes his adult self. It's a really clean scene, and I have to say up front that the animation in this episode was just absolutely fire. Like, it doesn't get better than this in Daima. It's just peak. So then you have Vegeta, you know, getting his adult body back. Piccolo, master aura farming as usual. Like, we don't even see his face. His back's just to the camera. He gets his drip back. Like, he did not have these clothes on when he was just a child. He was in battle mode, so they were off. But now he's got them back, aura farming as per usual. And then you have basically Vegeta just sitting up going, yeah, this is my fight. Like, it's my turn. And Goku at first is like, nah, that's not the case. Like, it doesn't really work that way. Like, I'm about to fight. And then Vegeta's like, well, by your standards, this is my fight because you got to have your fight and now it's my turn. And so, yeah, Vegeta has to, like, Vegeta wants to go up and Goku acquiesces, and that's just kind of how it is, right? So, this is the craziest part. We saw that this Goma was able to throw hands with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and easily be able to throw hands with Super Saiyan 3 Goku in his mini form. But now that Vegeta is an adult, Vegeta is actually able to attack and inflict damage on Goma as a base Saiyan. And this confirms something that a lot of people weren't aware of. The buff, or better yet, debuff of being a mini, being a child, was huge, because it's literally showing that base Vegeta is able to do more damage than Super Saiyan 3 Goku in his mini form, and potentially within the same realm of damage, if not more, than Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the mini form. So that's just an insane revelation. But you have Vegeta using his, using pretty much his size as best he can. Like, he's using kicks to block some of, well, Goma blocked his punch, but he's using, like, his kicks to block Goma's, like, punches and whatnot. You know, just pretty much being a tactical genius. And you basically have Vegeta just squaring up with Goma. Now, you have this next moment where Glorio kind of has to, you know, just fess up to what he did. Like, he's very pressed. He looks a little weird because, you know, it looks like, based off of this dialogue, Goma and Arensu have, like, a relationship beyond just, you work for me. Like, she said, I saved you from Demon Realm. I saved you from, like, you know, the third world, and Glorio's like, and I'm grateful for that. But so basically, she just feels betrayed for rightful reasons. It looks like there's some deeper history that we don't know about, and if they don't go into it next episode, I'm just saying my stocks are on us returning to the Demon Realm. And basically, she pretty much fires Glorio. She's like, I see how it is. Well, you're fired. And Glorio does feel weird, because she asks him, are you not grateful for me saving you? And he's like, I am grateful, it's just. And that's when she's like, I see how it is, you're fired. So she drops Glorio, and Glorio runs past her to go back to the crew, and you see this moment where she's definitely kind of like in her feelings, but Arensu is definitely a schemer, and she's a genius. So this isn't going to be over. Like, this is not the end of this thing, and if we return to Demon Realm, I am pretty sure Glorio is going to be in some hot water, because Arensu will want her revenge. But, yeah, so he passes her by, and she's just like, And now we go back to Vegeta, and Vegeta is cranking it up, alright? Vegeta went Super Saiyan against Goma, he flashed Super Saiyan 2 for a split second, and then he ends up cranking it up to the max, and we get something that we all wanted. We get Super Saiyan 3 in adult form. The transformation is amazing. Bro literally, like, his aura blows up and he might just vaporize the surroundings around him. Like, the light is blinding. The transformation is amazing. I will say, even if you're watching this video, if you haven't seen this episode yet, you need to get on Crunchyroll. You need to, like, do what you need to do to see this episode, because this episode is peak. Like, Vegeta pops off, explodes, and we get him in Super Saiyan 3. The transformation looks so good. As soon as I'm done editing this video and uploading it, I'm about to go back and rewatch this video. Like, it is, or rewatch this episode. It's just so good. And so, yeah, you have Vegeta. His hair still sticks straight up. It's not long enough to fall down like Kakarot's, and that's just actually it. It is so magnificent, and we are so here for it. And then you have him, like, just staring down the screen, aura farming. Our two resident aura farmers are aura farming in this episode, and it is so freaking good. So yeah, you have Vegeta looking like a complete badass, and I could not ask for more. This is just, for all you Vegeta fans, you got to feast this episode. So yeah, Vegeta's over here, arms crossed, condescending. He knows he's about to whoop the bricks out of Goma, and he really gets started. Like, he hits this man with the most vicious Shoryuken. Like, this is the Dragon Fist, man. Like, this is so crazy. This shot just that's going across the screen, or just went across the screen, where he hits Goma and you see the lightning strike from, like, the ground to the heavens. My lord, Goma felt that in his kidneys from the front, and that is what we call a savage blow. Now, this is just a really cool point. You have this clearly Sunday Doken super effect. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, the animations just play out themselves. We have an intro with his Super Saiyan 3 transformation. This axe drop kick is definitely going to be like a super attack. He comes down and he just drops the hammer. You see the lightning go everywhere. Goma is about to throw up all of his internal organs, and it launches him down. Now, Goma still hits the ground, and he's like, okay, I still got this, and he's about to still fight. Every time he gets, like, waxed, the eye blinks, energy is, like, dispersed, and then, like, bro just starts popping off again. So we really can't just discount that this eye is just, like, premium hack city, and it just is what it is. Like, if Neva's an action replay Game Shark, then the tertiary Oculus is as well. Tertiary Oculus is. It's just powerful. So now you have Goma finally getting back to the crew, and he's accepted, and it's wonderful. You have this beautiful moment where Pansy runs over to him and clasps hands and just pulls him in. She is so happy with his wish. Everybody is happy with his wish. If we return to the Demon Realm, I can easily see Glorio and Pansy being, like, the princess and, you know, like, soon to be prince of Demon Realm 3. Like, they're gonna take over in canon. I think that this is like the buds for that. I thought they were gonna kiss. I thought Pansy was gonna kiss him on the cheek, but that could be in last episode. I think they're gonna be a couple. I personally do. But yeah, you have Neva giving the old Namekian creepy wink, and Tamagami 1 is flashing a smile. They're all proud of what he did. Neva's very, very proud. I like it. I like it. And Goku gives him the thumbs up, and for the first time in the episode ever, he calls him Glorio instead of Glorillo or anything wrong. And that was a cool little moment. Glorio's like, that's the first time you got my name right. But flashback to Vegeta, he's powering up. He is looking immaculate. Dude is like 70, like 60% of this episode is Vegeta fighting. And Vegeta fans are gonna love this. But he charges up a final flash in Super Saiyan 3, and my God, is this amazing. He pops off, dude, and then Goma fires a blast back, and this makes a beam struggle. A final flash Goma beam struggle. And guess what? Vegeta wins. He takes the dub. He overpowers Goma, putting a hole through Goma's stadium. You get this cool shot. Vegeta is here this episode, man. He's here this episode. But Goma once again has some tertiary Oculus, just like hacks. That's all you can really call him. And Vegeta's like, holy crap, this guy's not going down. Like, it literally cocooned him in, like, magical energy and then cracked once the attack was over. So bro is still alive and well. You have Goma speed blitzing Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and he has to, like, fly out of there to not get cracked. He gets punched, he blocks, but he's starting to see how strong this is. And at this point, Goku's like, oh man, like, that eye is kind of dangerous. Like, his stamina isn't really going down. And then Piccolo's like, yeah, you know, like, not only is his stamina not going down, we still have our wounds from, like, you know, before. Like, it's not like we got our bodies back, but it's not like we just got put up to 100%. So this is just kind of a problem. And at this point, Adensu is watching, and she's like, wait a second. Bring me the tome. bring me like magical tome, like it's like 37 or a magical tome something from like archive 37. And Ku's like, yeah. And this is something that I really like. Ku is starting to grow on her. When Glorio left and she was like, yeah, you're fired, and Glorio left, Ku was like, don't worry, I'm gonna stick with you. Now I don't know where Do is. I don't know where Do is at this very moment. Maybe I need to go back and watch last episode. But Ku is like, don't worry, I'll stay with you. And she's like, ah. And she likes that. And she asks him to go get the tome, and he goes and he gets it lickety split. So she's going through the tome one page at a time to try to find out how to stop the Tertian Eye. Because she knows that the Tertian Oculus used to be taken in and out by Abora. And so she's like, there's got to be a way we can get it out. And then Majin Ku's like, would you like me to help? And instead of being like, you're useless, scrub, she's like, yeah, I would. So he gets the book, and we thought he's just going to go through it fast. But no, this guy literally blitzes the book. Like, he's reading these pages at like microseconds. And then basically he finds the page, and he basically shows it to Arensu, and she's like, ah, this is it. So going back to Vegeta, he's sweating now, and this is where the stereotypical Super Saiyan 3 has terrible stamina seems to come into play. He's dripping sweat. You can see that he's getting fatigued. He gets grabbed by the hair like it's a Friday night. I'm not even getting into that. Look, the point is he gets his hair grabbed, and Goma's talking his ish. And after this, when he gets like knocked down to the ground, Vegeta loses Super Saiyan 3. His hair starts flashing black, and we get this cool shot of his hair being black but still Super Saiyan 3 length, and then it regresses and he's just base form. And this is the point where Arensu comes to the crew and is like, hey, the Tertian Oculus can be knocked out of Goma's head by hitting him in the back of the head hard 3 times. And you know, like, Goku's like, okay, well, we need to figure this out. And Piccolo's like, yes, but Vegeta would rather die than to stop fighting right now. And Bulma steps up and says, I've got this. And cue the most hilarious part in the entire episode. Bulma comes over and yells Vegeta, and he's like, what? And she's like, you need to stop fighting right now and let everybody else take over. And he's like, I'd rather die than stop fighting. I've got this. I'll defeat him. And she goes, take your head out of your butt right now, because if you don't stop fighting, I will never take a bath with you again. And Vegeta, Prince of all Gooners, stops in the middle of the fight. And just like, is like, bro, what? Like, huh? Like, it zooms into his eye. This guy is stone cold serious. Stops immediately, zigzags down to the crew and says, yeah, okay, you guys got it. I'm like, what? So basically, Vegeta did not want his soapy bath time Bulma privileges revoked, and immediately stopped fighting. Between Vegeta being proven to be a tits guy, and then on top of that, like, this actually happening right here is insane. Like, Prince of all Gooners. So then you have Goku sit up, and we get a startling scene. Like, this is amazing, man. This is amazing. You have him square up, you know, he hits like the stretch like he did, and we all knew it was coming. The moment he got up here like this was like, oh my gosh, are they going to do it? And man, did I disappoint. He starts like freaking charging up, and Goma's like, okay, what are you about to do? And he hits Super Saiyan. He's like, this is Super Saiyan 1. And then we were like, oh my god, this is good. And then he goes, now this, and he powers up again. He's like, a Super Saiyan 2. And then he powers up again, and you have a really good scene about him maxing out to go Super Saiyan 3. And he's like, yeah, no, Super Saiyan 3. And like, he's just like, he's in his bag, and we were all waiting for it. Now, we thought that he was about to say, you know, and this, and then go off and be like a Super Saiyan 4. But this guy looks at the screen, and it zooms into his face, my god. And he goes, one more bonus. And then he pops off, and just like the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta transformation, this is something you're gonna have to get on Crunchyroll and check out for yourself, because this transformation was amazing. Bro throws off his shirt. No more magic, the shirt is gone. He rips off his tunic, undershirt, and his, like, he rips off his gi, his undershirt, and his freaking belt at the same time, looking like some Dragon Ball Heroes Goku Black type mess. But no, he rips it all off so that he doesn't have to like randomly magic a shirt on and off again. And then he powers up, and man, Super Saiyan 4 in adult form is magnificent. He stands up. Bro is clearly referencing the original standing on GT rocks. He's climbing over the rocks. You got them big meaty adult forearms, and we get our first look at adult Super Saiyan 4, man. Yeah, oh my gosh. My gosh. My gosh. The DLC for these games is going to pop off. Dokkan, Legends, all of this stuff. Can you imagine the intro? Like, we're going to talk about this later, but jeebus, this is so good. And that is where the episode ends. So, like, when it comes to this episode, I've been talking about the world building of Daima. I love seeing new things incorporated. I love seeing just like brand new things, you know, brand new storylines. I like seeing the world just being fleshed out. But this was a meathead episode. And that being said, it was the best meathead episode Daima has produced, and one of the best meathead episodes in the entire franchise. We got Vegeta absolutely being a beast, fleshing off and flaunting his SS3 form. We had Goku going into SS4. We've got so many things now lined up for the game. At this point, worldwide download celebration may just be adult SS4 Goku and adult SS3 Vegeta, but I know for a fact Sunday is going to be Daima related in just a month for Dokkan. Legends is going to have a field day. We might get Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and the intro may just be, and one more bonus, before he pops off into just freaking SS4. Like, we have so many things for the games. The DLC for Sparking Zero couldn't look any brighter. Like, this is just generational. I love this episode, and it was just like, honestly, like I said, when I'm done editing this video and uploading it, I'm rewatching it, because this was absolute monstrously peak. Oh man, I'm gonna do a prediction video for the end of Daima going into this week and what I think it's going to mean going into next week, and we'll see how close I can get. Stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but yeah, no, like, this episode was amazing. It was, like I said, it's a meathead video. It had fighting, it had transformations, but even the gags. Vegeta being outed as the prince of all Gooners is probably the best thing I've ever seen on his character progression. Like, it was just so funny that she brought him to heel by threatening to take away Soapy time, and that is just like insane. But it also shows that Vegeta really do be hating everything but fighting, and his wife, and then his kids after that, and it's just like pretty hilarious. Like, they really cooked here. And for everybody that was doubting Daima, shame on you. Now, there are going to be some continuity issues that people are hammering out, but I do, like I said, I will be making my prediction video fairly early in the week, but I think that they can still loop it around. I think that we are returning to Demon Realm. I think that this setup is for Arensu to want revenge. She's definitely going to want revenge. I think that she's going to take it out on Glorio firsthand, and I think it's going to be like a thing that the other people have to come in and actually fix. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. I think that we just got so much content for every Dragon Ball game out there. I think we have a lot to talk about, and it's got the Dragon Ball franchise and everybody's like thoughts right now. Like, people are wondering, why isn't SS4 in Super? How are they going to resolve this? Are we returning to the Demon Realm? There's so much to talk about, and that's what this is all about. The franchise still being alive, and I am so excited to see where it goes next. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for being here. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to join the Unix fam today. Later.